to another tutorial, and this time I'm going to take a look at story making and creating social stories. The camera on the iPad is capable of taking both digital stills and video, and with the built-in microphone coupled with some of the innovative story making apps and with a bit of imagination, the iPad offers a really great potential to learners to create and be the author of their own stories. While there are a large number of story making and storytelling apps available for learners with additional support needs, they do tend to be aimed at younger children. For example, some of the earlier apps such as Pictello. You can see some of the details here. And My Pictures Talk. Again, both these apps are well documented. There are lots of video tutorials on places like YouTube that you can find more about them. And the recently released Story Pals, which is selling for $24, so probably you might be able to get it for about £18, which is great fun. A really good app. However, I'm going to look at Book Creator, which I think has a more general appeal and offers a range of features and is easy to get to grips with. I think it's worth saying at this point that a disadvantage of a lot of these story creation apps is the export options, or are the export options, as most can only be read on the iPad and maybe not on other devices, which would be a great bonus if they could. So that might be something to consider when you're thinking about getting a story making app, is the kind of export options that they offer. So using Book Creator, it's the sort of thing that you could maybe take some photographs of a day out or a visit or an activity in class and really build a simple story around it with some text and audio. It doesn't have to be complicated, just a very simple, some bullet points or just bits of headlines with some images to illustrate the story, and some audio is all you need to make an effective story. So here's an example of a book I made earlier about a trip to the zoo, and I'm currently viewing this in the iBooks app. I've used a selection of open source symbols or images, and I've copied them across to my iPad using iTunes, which means I now have a bank of ready-made images. Although some apps such as Story Pals actually comes with a range of clip art already pre-installed and also includes some animated images. So now I'll just take you through and demonstrate some of its features. The menus are located at the top right hand side. So you can see, first of all, there's an image menu for importing or adding images and photographs, and we'll just have a look at that. And there's next is the audio menu for adding audio or recording your own. And the eye icon for really editing text, background colours, font styles and sizes. We'll have a look at that just now. So you can see it's really fully featured. And finally, some of the export options, quite a few there. So that's Book Creator, about £3 from the iTunes store. So hope you have some good fun with that if that's the one you choose to go with. Okay, thanks for reviewing.